There was a boy named Ethan. He grew up in a small town, surrounded by people who believed success had only one path: good grades, a stable job, and a quiet life. From the outside, Ethan looked like he had it all together. He was polite, did well in school, and rarely caused trouble. But inside, he carried a heavy, constant feeling that no matter how much he did, it was never enough. His older brother was a star athlete. His cousin was already in medical school, and everywhere Ethan turned, someone was telling him how he should live. Be like your brother, his relatives would say. Work harder, get into medicine like your cousin. Ethan nodded, smiled, and pretended to agree. But deep down, he was suffocating. He had a dream no one knew about. Since childhood, Ethan loved writing stories. He would sit by the window for hours, creating worlds on paper. In those moments, he wasn't just a boy from a small town. He was an explorer, a warrior, a hero. Writing was the only place where he felt free, but he never dared to share it. Stories won't pay the bills, his father always reminded him. So Ethan locked away his notebooks, and with them, he locked away his heart. As the years passed, Ethan tried harder to live up to everyone's expectations. He enrolled in a college course he didn't like. He studied late nights for exams he didn't care about. Any day, he felt a little more empty. The breaking point came one winter night. Ethan had just failed a chemistry test. His classmates laughed, his professor scolded him, and his father's words echoed in his mind. "You'll never make it if you don't work harder." That night, Ethan sat in his dorm room, staring at the ceiling. He whispered to himself, "What if they're right? What if I'm just not good enough?" Then, his eyes fell on an old notebook, the one he used to write in as a child. Almost without thinking, he opened it. The pages were filled with half-finished stories, messy handwriting, and doodles of characters he once imagined. For the first time in years, Ethan smiled. He picked up a pen. At first, it felt awkward, but soon words began to flow. He wrote about a boy lost in the forest, searching for his way home. As he wrote, Ethan realized he wasn't just writing about a character, he was writing about himself. Night after night, he wrote. Slowly, his fear began to fade. One evening, his roommate accidentally saw a story Ethan had written. Instead of laughing, he said, "Dude, this is amazing. Why are you hiding this?" Those words lit a fire in Ethan's heart. For the first time, someone saw him, not the grades, not the expectations, but his passion. Encouraged, Ethan shared one of his stories online. To his surprise, people loved it. Comments poured in. "This touched my heart. Your words gave me hope. Please keep writing." Ethan cried that night, not because he was sad, but because he finally understood something powerful. You, Dan T, need to follow someone else's path to matter. You just need to walk your own. The journey wasn't easy. His parents still doubted him, society still pressured him, and fear still whispered in his mind. But Ethan kept writing. He published more stories, and slowly, his words began to reach thousands of people. Years later, Ethan became a best-selling author. His books gave hope to people who felt lost, just like he once did. But more than the success, what mattered most was that Ethan finally felt alive. He didn't live to compare himself to his brother or cousin. He didn't live to meet anyone's expectations. He lived as Ethan, the writer, the dreamer, the boy who dared to choose his own path. And whenever someone asked him for advice, Ethan always said, "Don't bury your passion just because others don't see it. The world doesn't need you to be a copy. The world needs you to be you.